work? This might. Does it not work? No. I refuse to believe that this doesn't work. I literally just tried this. There's no way this doesn't work. Hang on. It's gonna make me really sad if this doesn't work. This might. No way. What happened to my sound? All right, hang on. Okay, I think we're back. I think I fixed this. Let's test this. Can you guys hear that? I trust that you can. Let me know in the comments if you can hear that music. That beautiful, beautiful Rush Royale music that I'm definitely going to turn off as soon as you say that you can hear it. Because if you can hear that, that means you get super good quality audio from my mic and you get game sound. And if both of those things are happening, definitely write that it's happening in the chat. Because then I can move on from this and do something else. Or I can just check it myself. I can totally just check this myself. Whichever. Is that working? No. I guess it doesn't have the ability to... Okay, I see what's happening. I just stole it. Well, this would be much easier if somebody just said that it was working. What can I do here? Oh, there we go. Okay. I think I separated it. Does that work? I think that works now. There we go. Okay. Okay. My God, that was a complicated series of steps. So a long time ago, I had the ability to just utilize my, I had the ability to just use my earbuds, and you could hear both the game audio and me talking. And for some reason, it stopped working. And at which point you could only hear me talking. Right now you can only hear me talking because I'm not doing anything. But like if I do that, you can hear that. And it was weird. Oh, there we go. It was weird to me that you could only hear me talking. I didn't like it. What's Stumble Guys? Wait, Fall Guys? Is that Fall Guys? Or is there a new, like, is there a knockoff version called Stumble Guys? I don't play other games specifically because that's how you kill your YouTube channel. If you start a YouTube channel and you have some specific thing that you do and you start doing something else, it doesn't matter how much people appreciate the original thing that you did. They will not follow you if you start doing something that they didn't follow you for. I am specifically known if I was known for anything on this channel, I am specifically known as a Rush Royale creator. I do Rush Royale videos. I find that once you start doing other things, people who followed you because of the one thing that you originally did, they stop following you. And it doesn't matter if you keep going back and forth from other things to back to other things. Eventually you have to pick one. Unless you set a schedule, like on, Monday, I will only do this game. And then on Wednesdays, I do this game. But if you don't set a schedule and you just kind of post randomly and you try to do two different kinds of games, and you try to do two separate games, people will start to unfollow you for no reason. It has nothing to do with you. I've unfollowed people that I used to like religiously follow specifically because they started doing a game that I don't care about. I used to do Call of Duty Zombies a lot, and I used to follow a bunch of Call of Duty Zombie players, and they started playing other games because there was no Call of Duty Zombie content. And once they started playing other games, it had nothing to do with them as a creator or as a person. I was just not interested in those games, so I stopped following them. Because then my newsfeed was just things that I don't care about, and now I have to sift through it. And so whenever you develop a YouTube channel and you're known for one specific thing, you have to do that specific thing. You can create other YouTube channels and do it again. But if you want to maintain an audience that knows that starts to follow you, and they know you for one thing, you have to just do that one thing. And I originally called this channel Peanut Gaming specifically because I wanted it to be like maybe you suggested, like that I could do other things. I could play other, mobile games, perhaps. And I have other mobile games that I play, but I also don't think that I don't really have useful commentary on other games that I play. I like playing Archero style games, and I used to like playing Evermerge. I might re-download Evermerge, but it's not like there's any kind of strategy that goes into either of those two games. But anyway, the fact this game from Indonesia, but it's played from Indian, and you can select a map and you can build your own map. I have no idea what that game is. I have no concept of what Stumble Guys is. But yeah, this is Rush Royale content, and that's what I do. And they just brought in Corsair. The Corsair change is currently on us, not upon us. It is on us, and the difference in damage when you upgrade this unit is pretty crazy. You get damage increases now that it's specifically a damage-based unit. You get damage not only based on the actual level of your Corsair. So a level 15 Corsair will do that much more damage, but you also get higher damage in once you merge it up. So when you're merging it up, you're getting, like a Banshee, when you increase its merge rank, you're gaining more damage, as well as when you level it up. So obviously a level 15 once you get a level 7, yes, you are going to deal more damage, even with me having a level 9. But the amount of damage that you can potentially do with like a level 15, this base damage is crazy. This base damage is insane. But it has to be insane because it's now currently the only, I don't know if you realize this, but it is the only DPS legendary that doesn't have talents. I just uploaded a video, and I stated that it is much worse, but that's only because it's basically a legendary DPS without talents, and a legendary DPS without talents, all of them were pretty bad. Like if you take a regular cultist and you have no talents and you had the, you know, the damage mechanic back, and it did nothing else, it was just a bad blade dancer. That's what the mechanic is for Corsair. Or like, you know, like Demon Hunter without absorption, without the absorption talent as a base mechanic, it's awful. Inquisitor was kind of okay, but the fact that you had to have 4 on the field, or it did not, you had to have 1, 4, 7, or 10. The fact that you had to have those numbers, and then even if you did, like you had to run Night Statue, which you had to have 2, and then you had to have like 4 or 7 or 1. You had to have specific numbers for Night Statues. You had to have specific numbers for Inquisitors. It was awful. And then it had no damage mechanic. You had no way of increasing its damage, which is why which is why Chemist and Trapper became such a big thing. Essentially, Corsair is now the only unit that doesn't have a DPS unit that doesn't have talents. And so as such, it kind of is as good as those. It's as good as anything without talents. It's as good as any of the other DPS units without talents. Which is to say that it's not great. You can push it in the same way that you can push any card, which is why I love running. Which is why I love whenever I want to test a card. I always run it in level 13 co-op. Not because co-op is like the best thing or anything, but I love testing cards. What's it called? I love testing to see if it can even beat a level 13 co-op. I remember when I played Genie, and I have a level 7, 9. I have a level 9 Genie is the most ridiculous thing. It's like, even just taking a level 9 Genie into level 13 co-op, I beat level 13 co-op, and I wasn't even trying. I wasn't like, I could probably do this right now. It's basically a monk deck. I tried both talents, and the Sultan is considerably worse. I'm pretty sure I just took this into level 13, and I just went, let's go. Let's play this out. Is it a Magic Council? If it's Magic Council, I have a Amulet of Weakness that I could use. I mean, I suppose using the Growth Tile is probably better. Actually, I have a Mage Robe that I can use. I can use that instead. I'll just use that as my counterspell. Because you don't really have to counter a large number of things. So I'm going to use that. I'm going to use a Spear. This is fine. And I'm just going to run the Growth Tile so that I can use Growth Tile. I remember doing this when I first started this, and I just took, I did this so that I could run Gadget. I can run something not Mermaid. The only real thing in level 13 that you have to worry about is the... Oh, wait, what am I doing? Oh, no, this is fine. The only thing that you really need to worry about in level 13 is the Dark Priest and maybe the Bedlam. As long as you can defeat the Bedlam, you're pretty much fine. I remember running this when I first got my level 9 Genie, and... Oh, God. And it was just ripping through this level. And I wasn't even completely sure what I was doing. I just knew that you had to, like, make 3 in a row. That was all I basically knew. I'm just going to merge out all of these in hopes of higher things. And genies. Like, this is all I was doing. I was just like, I'm just gonna play some units, combine some cards, and hope for the best. And I hope it will be fine. And what's insane is, yeah, it's pretty fine. There's another stack. Genie gains stacks so easily. Like, it is scary how easily it gains stacks. Like, you obviously have to upgrade them. And you just upgrade the ones that are not, obviously, blowing up. And that's it. That's how you play Genie. You just merge some cards, you play some cards, and you win the game. Genie is just so overly broken. And as long as you have like a level 9, I'm gonna lose this level 4. I don't even care. I have a level 5 here. I'm gonna level these guys up. I mean, I guess technically I can even do that. And then I'm just going to do that. Because I have this diagonal row. That's a row. It's up, down, and diagonal. It's crazy how many stacks you can obtain without even trying. Like, I have no real strategy. What you're watching me do, I don't have an active strategy for this. I'm just kind of playing cards and merging them. And it just does so much damage. This is when I realized that Genie was just broken. $24 stacks. I have 32% on my growth tiles. I can just merge this out because I don't necessarily need it. It's dumb how easy this is. And this is, again, without strategy. Without, like, an efficient strategy that probably exists, you can play this without even knowing how to play this, and it's still this good. What is this, a 4? I'm at 44% on growth tile stacks. This is on fire, so I can probably just eat it because it's going to die anyway. This is also just like no helper unit. Like I'm not using a chemist or a trapper. I just kind of wanted to see the base damage of what a genie can do. I have 60 stacks. My growth tile is done. Oh, I guess I should have merged that the other way. What is this guy doing over here? How does this person have 2,000 crit? I don't think it's that hard to have 2,000. You know, I watch players like this that play co-op. Is this a person? Yeah. I watch players like this that play co-op and they have 2,000 crit, that I always question the people in my clan that don't have 2,000 crit but would definitely not be running some deck that looks like this. There's a lot of genie going on here. There is an awful lot of genie going on. I don't know why I did that. Oh, I have 6. You know what? I'm just going to do this. Because I'd rather summon in something else and eat that. And then upgrade something. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Bloop. 2. I'm gonna eat this. I feel like I should eat both of them. Yeah, I'm just gonna eat that one. Let's go there. 6. Do I just eat this? Ooh, let's do that. 91. It doesn't look like amazing damage, but this is base damage. This is me not modifying it with a knight statue or a witch or a chemist or a trapper. Like, and it's not even a high level genie either. It's a level 9. It's a level 9 genie dealing 200, 300,000 damage with like no effort and no strategy. This is only because I haven't summoned in a genie. And I still killed it. All of your damage is literally just designed around whether or not you can summon in units or not. This is insane. I did that to free up space. I lucked out with that Dryad though. I feel like that's the only reason why a genie player would die. You just like run out of mana. The idea that you have to just keep summoning in. Oh, I guess I should have done that the other way. I should have upgraded and then, yeah. Well, it happens. Definitely should have done that, though. And then this is gonna... That's the wrong one. Oh, no, diagonal. Yeah, that does work. Never mind. Yeah, let's do that. I trust if I ran like Enchant Sword or Trapper or Chemist, like literally any damage modifier, this would be even easier. But even without any damage modifier and just using it as a base unit at level 9, I feel like I'm just ripping through level 13. 567,000 damage. I just want a genie, man. Oh my god, am I not gonna have enough mana? I'm not gonna have enough mana. Is this how I die? Oh no, I have one more. You have a 6 to a 7? That's crazy. Ugh. Ugh. I do remember winning the last time I did it. It's probably because I was playing it smarter. I was probably playing some amount of like Trapper or Chemist or something. But yeah, like that's how strong a level 9 base damage genie is. And then you start adding talents to this thing, and it becomes it becomes what it is. With Corsair not having talents and it just being a base damage like unit, I don't know if the Night Statue build is like the best build, obviously because it just came out, but I do know that it's pretty solid. Just like a normal Floral Frenzy Blade Dancer build. It's basically like my litmus test for, it's basically my litmus test for is a deck or is a card reasonably okay. Like if you take any card with like a Floral Frenzy setup, is it reasonably okay? And I think that Corsair is it's fine. It's not amazing. It's not going to like blow anybody's mind, but I think it's fine. That's not what I want there at all. That's not what I want there at all either. That's what I want there. That works. And that works. Because then I can do this, and do this, and do this, and this, and this. Yeah, that's what I want in all of those places. Yeah. Except for this guy. I don't want that there. Level up. I'm going to keep this so that my Night Statue is active. Run, bombs, run! Yeah. I need to get rid of all these dryads before it upgrades a dryad. So I'm going to wait for the 700. That's actually fine. That's fine. Or is it fine? Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna level this one up and eat the level 2. That's what I'm gonna do. Because this is on a gold tile. And so it already makes me want to build onto it. Yeah, I definitely upgraded the wrong one. I love that I just said that and explained it, and then just completely upgraded the wrong one. I just wanted to get rid of that night statue, or that, Corsair. Or, I'm sorry, that scrapper. I wanted to get rid of a scrapper, because I just didn't care about it. Get rid of that, so I can move that. You know, I don't... There we go. I was like, I need to move this out of the way so that I can potentially get a night statue right there. Spirit Master or Robot level 7. Neither of them are going to do anything for you. Spirit Master is especially bad. I guess Robot level 7? Oh, I see why you're asking. Because of Royal Trials is on right now. I think Spirit Master is the better investment long term. But you have to get it to like level 13. And then once you get it to level 13, you're going to wish you had it at level 15. Spirit Master is definitely the better long-term damage dealer investment. I don't think Robot is good until it gets to level 15, and it's not good before. I'm gonna upgrade that. Oh, here we go. There we go. Now we can start this gravy train. Here we go. Here we go. We got a game. We got some stuff happening. I'm back in the game. I was out of this game for a little bit, so I wasn't sure what was happening. Yeah, let's do this now. I'm actually going to eat that so that I can continue gaining stacks on these night statues. And the center spot is the easiest to get stacks on, because then you're getting double stacks on both. Oh god, I don't have... Yep. They really need to fix this no mana power up. This is not cool. I'm gonna go this way. That was not the way to go. But now I can eat it. I don't know if that's a... Oh, of course, when I eat it. That was amazing. That was amazing. That was amazing luck. I don't think you can get luckier in this game. Should I hope? Alright, all I need to do is get a level 5 night statue and we'll be back in business. My god, they need to fix this dumb no mana power up. The no mana power up makes Corsair unusable in dungeons right now. It's like when Spirit Master was in dungeons, and it was just unusable if you did because of the no mana power up. They have to change this. I'm just gonna like, if I get a night statue right there, I'm just gonna like mega power it up. I'm gonna sink every single one of these dryads into a night statue. Every single one. That's what's gonna happen. Unless I don't get a night statue. Unless I just keep drawing dryads. Actually, if I keep drawing dryads, I can start merging them. Alright, I guess I'm just gonna keep drawing dryads here. No. At least that was a good level up. No. One night statue. Just one night statue. That's it. That's all I ask for. Yes! That was a king pudding. I just want one night statue. I will level it up to 5 with dryads if I can get one night statue. I'm also trying not to merge all of these because if I get that night statue, I can get a bunch of... Okay. 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 I see that this game is just... It's just designed to make you not care about Corsair. This entire dungeon run has been designed to make you realize that Corsair is really bad. That's all that's happening right now. I'm gonna go 2 here so that I can go 2 here, 3 here. Merge this. Yeah, let's do that. Do I eat that? No. No, I do that. I can't believe I'm almost there. I'm so close. Seven. Oh my god, I did it. I freaking did it. Ah! Yeah! We did it. It's not great, but it's something. We're recovering. Merge. Merge. I tried. You saw it. I tried. Go, 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 go. Go. Well, I kind of feel like I need to do that instead. Actually, I'm just gonna let it sit here. No mana power up. I swear, every single I just posted a video. I don't know if you know, but I just posted a video and I got double no mana power up in that video as well. And now it's happening to me again. They really need to fix this. You can't have Monkey King you can't have Monkey King here and not be able to like insta kill it with all of these bombs. That's why I love this change, because you're able to make Corsair kill bosses by itself. Because originally you had to hope that all of the nasty bombs were right here, and all of these bombs just never made any sense. You were like, oh, okay, cool. Well, hopefully when I'm dying, like, it'll eventually just die. Hopefully, like, you had a hope for, like, just terrible outcomes. And so being able to, like, make all of these bombs go to the front is the biggest and best change that this patch has. It's a great change. And I get like the hatred that it's nerfed because of the no percent bombs. But the fact that they made this as a change is really good. I think it's a very good change. But like in this format of not of like, come on. That was the worst case scenario. No, I'm able to fix it. Here we go. In this format where you have the ability to get like no mana power up, and then not be able to send all of the bombs towards the center, it makes it re-shows you the weakness of what original Corsair had. And it was not being able to use any of these bombs. I have so much power, and then it just stops, and it's at 30 million. And now I just have to wait for it to, like, just keep activating, and for it to eventually, like, get to the center. It's terrible. And it's happened to me twice now. I can't believe I recovered this well from a bedlam. Yes! Level 2. Bam. Oh, I didn't check. I guess that can't be worse, right? Oh, it can be worse. No, it can't be worse. Because I can just eat that at that point. No, I needed a Dryad for a different reason. I wanted a Dryad, and that's why I was saving all these Harlequins. Now I need Dryad just to get rid of this guy. Unless it upgrades, at which point that would be pretty cool. No, because if I do that, it could become a 5. I don't know what to do here. I guess that's what I do here. That's fine. Yeah, let's go. I want to get rid of all of this crap. I have to do it next round. Go, bombs, go! Three. 3 into 3. I feel like I just need to save all these bombs now. If I summon in, especially since I don't have a lot of mana left, if I summon in and I get a Night Statue and I don't get Scrappers, I'm going to be screwed. So, I'm just going to sit on this for a bit. Assassin and Warlock is really mean as the last two bosses. I love the fact that because he can't kill his units, I'm able to build more bombs. Because he's losing, I'm able to start winning. Or recovering. I'm gonna move some of these guys. That seems fine. Yeah. Two. That doesn't seem great. There we go. Do I even have a 3? I don't even have a 3. I mean, I guess I could do this into this, or just let it sit there and not do that. Let's do that. I don't know what to do here. I guess I do that. Two twos. 4. 4? That seems good. That doesn't seem great. Oh my god, he's eating through all my bombs. Alright, here we go. Oh, no, no. Dude, the timing on these bombs, like... Go, 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 go! Go, 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 go! Go, bombs, go! Are we still gonna lose? I was definitely able to beat this before. I think not getting bedlammed and not getting, what's it called? Not getting bedlammed and not getting double mana blocked, would probably help winning. I don't know, I like it. I understand why they felt the need to change it. This feels like the unit that it should have always been. I think I like the change. Should I do it? No. I don't want to piss this guy off. I'm just going to floral frenzy this and hope that people ask me questions in the comments, or else this is going to turn into a very boring video. Is he still there? He's still there. I'm just going to mindlessly play this and hope that somebody asks me questions in the comments so that I can talk about something other than this game. Because if they don't, I don't have anything to talk about. I think that the Corsair change is... I think it's good. If A-Friend Gaming is to be believed, we should be getting other balance changes in yet another 23. There's going to be a 23.3 if A-Friend Gaming is to be believed. So this is 23.2. And there is supposedly a 23.3 that is coming. With more balance changes for units and something else. I don't know. I hope they kind of just skip over that and just go straight to 23.4. I'm sorry, 23.4 to 24.0. Because that is where they will actually be doing either Harley Quinn talents or Scrapper talents or both. As confirmed by Neora, who doesn't normally confirm things. Neora in the Discord. I've been playing since I can never, I get this question a lot, and I can never remember a specific year or time frame, but I have been playing since when co-op was endless. Whenever you can backtrace when co-op was endless, that's how long I've been playing. Before they started doing events. Royal Trials was the first event when I first started, and it was when Robot was super broken. And everybody wanted Robot. That's specifically why I have a level 13 Robot. Because Robot was super broken. Which everything when it first comes out is. And then over the course of time and updates and new units, Robot isn't as broken. The fact that people still use it is pretty shocking to me. But like, most people think that Robot is the card that you're using. And that's why the deck wins. It's because of Robot. It doesn't win because of that. It wins because of Shaman. If you can't Shaman the person down, and you're running Robot Shaman and you can't Shaman them, if your Shamans aren't doing anything, like they're playing like Blooming Dash Blade Dancer or something, you lose. If they're just constantly like cleansing everything and blocking everything, you definitely just lose. Robot doesn't do enough damage, even at like 80 stacks or whatever, like 80 merges. And it's very difficult to get to 80 merges. And I've played against somebody who had 80 merges with like my Blooming Dash Blade Dancer deck. It's my best matchup with Blooming Dash. Because he just every Shaman is just a dead card. And so because you're not trying to run the damage version of it, because there is no damage variation of it, everybody that runs it either runs it as a toxic deck, or one of the two toxic decks, is what I'm trying to say. They either run it Robot Shaman or Robot Clock. I think Robot Clock is better. I don't know. I think Dark Inquisitor Clock is better than Robot Clock. Robot Shaman with like Snowflake is probably the best version of that deck. But yeah, like I said, if you're not shamaning them down, if your shamans aren't working, then you just lose, because a lot of things out damage Robot. Robot is just there because it also has the extra toxic mechanic of being able to stun your opponent, which isn't enough of a stun for it to really matter. And that's why you have to shaman them. But I remember when Robot when it didn't stun when it came in, and it only stunned when you merged them. And that's when it was pretty bad. It was just better. It was broken not because of the stun, but because of how much damage it dealt, and they reduced the damage by a lot, by a significant amount. No, I guess it's fine. I didn't actually think that he was going to do anything, but because he's going to do something, I don't really have to do anything. So now I can play the game even less than the less that I was playing. But yeah, that's the answer to that question. Where's my water? I should go get my water. I will be back. You will never know. And I'm back. I hope that there's an obvious difference in my mic quality, because there should be, because this is my actual mic. I bought it on like online for like $20. It's just like a lapel mic. I use it for my regular videos, like my regular posted videos. I use it for that, and I've always kind of wanted to use it for live streaming, but I couldn't figure out a way to do it. And then I realized that you can change you can Bluetooth a speaker so that you have sound. But then you can also plug in a mic into your USB. And so YouTube will register the USB mic, but then it will also hear the mic itself will pick up the Bluetooth speaker audio. And that's how I'm able to do both. Ugh. I am incredibly new to streaming. I don't have a Twitch or anything. I've thought about looking into it. And because I think most Rush Royale players that stream are Twitch streamers as opposed to YouTube streamers. There's a giant Russian, because it's a Russian game. There's a lot of Rush Royale. Oh, is that why it's called Rush Royale? Is it like Russian Royale? Oh, maybe. It's a Russian-based game. And so it's possible that, or I'm sorry, there's a lot of Russian Twitch streamers that I'm now discovering because of the Rush Royale TV thing that they implemented into this game. And I never find myself like watching any of them because I don't speak the language, and so I have no idea what they're saying. And so that makes it, I don't like just like listening to watching gameplay. I think gameplay is inherently boring, like this. I think this is inherently boring. Like, I'm not playing this game right now. I can play this game. I can upgrade all this stuff. But like me saying that, oh, I'm going to upgrade this or I'm going to do this, like you already know. And whether or not I do that, it doesn't matter in this co-op game. I'd rather communicate with people. I'd rather like listen to people's thoughts. Is Clock a good support? I rarely see it played. I think it's because most people run. This guy's going crazy with Shaman, Witch, and Clock. I think it's best to pick two and then just run those two. I think that Clock is a better support than Witch, and obviously you have to Shaman. If you didn't have to Shaman, if they are a self-sufficient player and they can upgrade themselves, which every deck should, because that's a PvP deck, you have to upgrade yourself. If they are a self-sufficient player, Witch and Clock are the two best, because then they could upgrade themselves. But in all honesty, you probably never see it because the best support is not Shaman, Witch, Clock support. It's just running a DPS deck. I can beat this level even if the other person does nothing. I can prove that, but please don't tell me to prove that. Just trust that I can, because it's a very boring 20-minute watch. It's just a very boring 20 minutes of you watching this screen of me do nothing. Because essentially what I can do is I can play the first 20 rounds, scrapper as much as I can, and essentially I'm so like overpowered, because they haven't upgraded any of these levels, these co-op levels, they're not any harder. They've stayed the same difficulty when they were introduced. Because but they've introduced cards so that your crit level can go up, and they've introduced mechanics. Like, I could do this. I could beat level 13 before Blade Dancer had talents. And now Blade Dancer has talents, and now I have like 4,000 crit. I was beating floor 13 by myself before Blade Dancer had talents, and when I was at like 3,000 crit. The best support is honestly a second DPS support. That's the best support, because then you can beat this quicker. That's really it. I really like playing vampire as a third thing. I like biting down units so that you can get more usages out of them. I think that's the best. Shaman vampire, Harlequin, mime, and then either clock or witch. I think clock is better. If the rounds, do you think they will make the levels harder when they reduce the rounds to 25? Reducing the rounds to 25 inherently makes it harder. It's when you have less time to set up, it inherently makes it harder. I trust that it'll be harder. And I almost hope that they do, because then it would give new reason for you to want to play actual co-op where you have to have somebody support you. Because as it is right now, like I said, I'm playing like 20 rounds and doing nothing for 20 rounds and just waiting for it to finish. If they condensed it to 25 rounds and made it harder to where you needed somebody to shaman you or you needed somebody to support you, I think that would be better. Because right now co-op is just a joke. It's just a very tedious, like, I only do this so that I can get rid of my tokens, my season pass tokens. It's the only reason why I play co-op on this account. And to like to help my second account. I can just run through co-op with my second account and get gold for my second account, because I don't need gold for this one. I'm just glad that it's 25. We'd already be done 3 rounds ago. But instead we're gonna sit here for another 15 minutes of this, of doing nothing and being overly powered. What I originally wished for was a speed through button. There was like a glitch a long time ago where the game would, when you lost connection, it would just fast forward through the game and show you when you would have died. Like if the board state was the same and everything just played out, if you did nothing, they then gave you that amount of tokens and of gold. You would be on round 10, there would be a disconnect, and then they would be like, congratulations, you beat round 40. That was great. I would love that. If I could just say, take this board state and do whatever for the next, 10 rounds. Like just let the next 10 rounds play out. That would be amazing. I would play 20 rounds and then just be like, fast forward, done. 20 rounds, fast forward, done. And I would just be and it would be fine. Because you'd have to trust that your board state would be fine and would be powerful enough. Because if you know that you can beat this, to just have to sit here and watch it play out is just so boring. It's not that it's hard, obviously. You know that you can beat it. But at a certain point, when you have to do like 5 of these a day, it just starts to get boring. Like you don't want to, not because it's hard, but because it's, I don't know, like it's a weird reason to not want to play co-op. I don't want to play co-op, not because I can't, not because I don't know if I can beat it, not because I don't have a partner, but because it's boring. And that's just the worst version. That's the worst reason to not want to play a mode. And I think that's one of the reasons why they're changing it. I think that's one of the reasons why they changed infinite co-op. When like infinite co-op was just get 4 demon hunters and a portal keeper around a knight statue with an executioner and go until round 5,000 or until you decide to stop playing. That's what infinite co-op was. I don't know why people keep wanting them to bring that back. That thing was a whole bunch of nothing. It was just like, there was one deck, and it was just like, it was one deck, and it was like you had to play that deck, and the other person had to shaman you, and then you just won. And you just won an infinite amount of levels. The Halloween event and the Christmas event were both basically the same thing, where they added effects. And I'm assuming you weren't there for the Major Grom event. Do you remember that? That's showcasing how long I've been playing this game. The Major Grom event was the wackiest thing that they've ever done to this game. It was they just gave you a completely new set of, it was like you were playing a different game. I mean, it was essentially the same. Oh, okay. Look up on on YouTube the Major Grom Rush Royale event and blow your mind. It was a promotion for a Russian film that is actually on Netflix, I believe. It was Major Grom and the Plague Doctor or something like that. It was some wacky thing. And they had an entire different unit selection. They had an entire different boss selection. It was so wacky. It was the weirdest thing. There's a couple of emotes from that. It was the guy with the slingshot. It was this guy. He was one of the characters that you could play. And then one of the mini bosses was this guy. That's not a cultist. That's from the Major Grom event. Oh, I could give you the sound on that. Oops. Yeah. But that was a wacky event. That was the weirdest thing that they've ever done. I really like that thing, but that was obviously very specifically for a movie that they were trying to promote. It was a promotional thing, like the Jake Paul thing. Yeah, they created like new units. The boss was insane. The boss was so dumb. And it was so difficult like to kill the boss. Because all of your units were just terrible. You just kind of had to hope and pray. It was a lot of praying. It was basically a blazing burn, but for like a large quantity of units. Like he just kept throwing fire at you, and all of your units would like downrank one unit or one level. It was crazy. Somebody said, yeah, basically like, I want to say worse than the dragon. You just look it up. Look up Major Grom Rush Royale. It was the only boss, mini boss. And it just basically like he comes in and he just like throws fire flasks at your board, and like 4 units are set, like 4 units get set to blow up, and then he throws another one and 4 other units get set to blow up. It was crazy. That was definitely the weirdest thing that they've ever done. Dark Priest. And we're done. We did it. Yeah, I really like running Vampire in as my support. You can use Shaman just so much. You have the ability to just like go make a board go from like nothing to like full board setup. Like it's crazy. It's crazy how many Shamans you can do with a Vampire. That was the event where one of the units was like a Portal Keeper and you collected stacks swapping around, right? Yeah, because you had to search for clues with your detective. It was such a weird event. That's the exact one. Yeah, where you had like a hot dog stand or something. There was like a building unit, like a cauldron, but it was like a hot dog stand or something. It was such a wacky thing. And like when you merged it, it like pooped out a clue and you had to like get the clue. I feel like the more I talk about it, the more fake it sounds. And it was definitely something that was in this game. No, it was super fun. It was fun because it was so different. I don't know what to do here. What am I doing? 70. I'm not going to be able to get this. If anybody wants to play co-op, was the Jake Paul event good? No. It was fine. Any event that gives you free stuff is fine. But Jake Paul is not a pay-to-win hero. And I played through the event and I was able to unlock Jake Paul and then get 10 shards. And none of this matters because you can't get this again. Eventually they might like, put it back into the store, but it's not even a good enough hero to matter. And if it was a good enough hero, then the game would be pay to win because now you can't even get it. And so it's even more rare than having a Max Zeus. And it's not as good because it couldn't be as good. And so it kind of felt like just a useless event. I'm pretty sure I have it on my channel. You can backtrace my channel to the Jake Paul event to see the specifics on it. But Jake Paul as a hero, nobody uses it because nobody has, even the people that have it at level 15, they're not going to use it above their Zeus or above their Necromancer. And those are the only people that have it maxed out. And they don't use it because Zeus and Necromancer are better. Can you give me cash? I want to donate to this game. I cannot. Oh yeah. This is my my ID. If you actually, I have to set up a support thing. Because I kind of want to showcase even Jay is better at 15. Jay is better at 10. Like they made Jay. This was prior to the Jay change. That they released it. Oh, sorry, yeah. 210, 15, 618. If somebody wants to write that in the chat. 210, 15, 618. Jake Paul or like Jay, they changed that like way after. But like Jake Paul was never, I don't know, it was never supposed to be good. Because it couldn't be good enough to be like meta, because then it would be a pay to win hero. a super pay to win hero. And so it couldn't be good, because if it was too good, then it would be a pay to win hero that you could never get again. And so it was just kind of okay, and most people have it at level 1. So it's like, what was the point of that entire event if you're not even going to have it as a constantly rotating hero? Because they promoted it for that time, and maybe it's like a licensing thing. Like, they can't just keep saying like Jake Paul is in this game, but they can allow Jake Paul to be in this game because of the event. But like, if they kept having to promote him, they would have to pay him. And so that's why I feel like they don't have it as often. But then it just became like a useless thing. It's weird. I don't know. I have to set up a... Oh, I'm just gonna use this one. I just kind of want to showcase how much I can shaman with this deck. So if you are going to co-op with me, just like base set up your field, like level 1s, like with no, what's it called? Like, don't Harley Quinn your field if you don't have, like a mermaid, like cleansing. If you can't cleanse, don't just Harley Quinn your field. But like, just base set up your field, and I will just shaman you for the rest of the game. And somebody out there can count my shamans, because this deck can shaman so much. This is my like preferred version of a support deck. I just got Robin Hood. What do you think a good deck would be? What's Robin Hood? Oh, do you mean Jay? Oh, do you mean Riding Hood? I love how it could either be Jay, because Jay kind of looks like a Robin Hood type, or it could be Riding Hood. Could be either. Who knows? There you go. For a long time now, I play J20 as my main hero, but my gadget is only 13 anyway. I think J is better. Unless you're utilizing every single... I added this person, right? Yeah. Unless you're utilizing every single tile on the board, there's no reason to run gadget. Most decks only run 4 DPS units on the field at any one given time. And if you just play around your 4 J tiles, then you're getting an automatic plus 40%. And a plus 40% speed boost is the speed boost on a gold tile. And you're not guaranteed a gold tile. And if you're not even using all of the tiles anyway, there's no reason to play gadget. I don't think gadget has... Do you play co-op now? Maybe you want to try a combination. Play a monk deck. Do you have, I'm assuming you have monk? You seem like you have like a large quantity of crit. Oh, maybe not. Never mind. I don't know why I saw 6,000 or something. You can play DPS. What's a good DPS for this? Just play your Demon Hunter deck. Don't run Scrapper. Actually, I guess you can run... No. What would be the best version of this? It's not Priestess. I'm trying to like look through your cards without knowing most of your cards. Oh yeah, they should probably use Dryad. I'm assuming they're not using Dryad because they don't have Dryad. Do you have Dryad? I don't have money. This game wants to donate. I don't know what that means. I don't think gadget level 1 works. This is gonna test all of my. I guess you could run. What would be the best version of this? I want to say Chemist, Corsair. Summoner, like a low level summoner is not great. This also leads me to believe he probably doesn't have Counterspell. He does have Counterspell. He does have Counterspell on Magic Council. That is promising. Yeah, just play Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter is actually fine. Play Demon Hunter, Chemist. Mime, Harlequin, Demon Hunter, Summoner. Summoner you can get stuck on. I don't think Summoner works because you'll have too many Summoners on the field, and I don't want to be upgrading Summoners. I think Scrapper probably. But you also need a you need like a okay, I got it. Yeah, so it's this deck and just take out Priestess and I don't know. My goal for your board is for you to get a field of Demon Hunters and 1 Chemist. That's all you need to do. Just get Demon Hunter on all the tiles and 1 Chemist. You can't have multiple Chemists on the field. You just need 1 Chemist and Demon Hunters. Just the closest you can get to that. Don't merge too high if you don't have a Scrapper to eat it. I honestly, do you have Clown? Actually, yeah, do you have Clown? I trust that you have Clown. Use Clown instead of Harlequin. That's it. That's the tech. That is the tech. Use Harlequin, Clown, Scrapper, Chemist, Demon Hunter. That's the deck. We got it. We did it, guys. Yeah, the one less non-wanted unit on the field. It's really funny tech that high-level players are using with monk decks. I think it's so funny. It's because every time you summon in anything, when you have Harlequin, Dryad, Summoner, Clown, anything that you summon in is useful because Clown will just disappear because you're using Harlequin. I think it's the funniest thing. Yeah, so take out Priestess and run Clown. It's the funniest thing. Yeah, Demon Hunter, Chemist, Scrapper, Harlequin, Clown. Because every time you copy any unit with Clown, it'll just disappear and you'll be able to summon something else in. And then, yeah, just Scrapper every Chemist. And then because you have counterspells on both of your equipment, You have this one on Magic Council, and you have this one on Magic Council. You'll be fine. Isn't Scrapper better than Chemist? You're running both. It's this deck, take out Priestess, and run Clown. I get that you're a different person. Isn't Scrapper better than Chemist? What do you mean? He's gonna run both. I'm not talking about Dryad. I'm talking about Clown. Clown. The problem with Trapper is that you need a lot of Trappers. I'd rather have a field full of Demon Hunters and one Chemist. And most people have maxed out their Chemists. I mean, theoretically, you can run 3. But what happens if it's... Clown doesn't play with Harley Quinn. It doesn't. And that's the point. Because you don't have a better card, you don't... I would suggest a Dryad, obviously. But because you don't have a better card, Clown will... it's just a dead card. It becomes just a dead card, and that's what you need more than that. Because I'm just gonna shaman you. Just trust me on this. Just trust me. Just play the deck. Just run that deck. Take out Priestess, put in Clown, and you'll be fine. Switch to PC now. I don't even know how I found your stream while watching shorts. How weird. I would suggest Sword, but like, show me all of your cards. I have all my commons, epics, and rares maxed out, so I will skip down to legendaries. There you go. I don't know. There you go. Yeah, but just trust me on this. It'll work. Maybe. We'll see. It might work. I trust that it'll work. At the very least, it'll be very funny. Oh my god, did my... No! My thing turned off? My thing turned off. I haven't been using this. No! Click back in. Oh, there it goes. I haven't been doing anything with my speaker. My speaker fell asleep. Cloak, join from the ashes. I'm actually very comfortable with my team right now. I've never had a Discord heavy team. Did this guy just leave? Did is he gone? Am I going to play with Robot? I am not going to play with Robot. Oh, he's talking to the other guy. Yeah, that's probably, yeah. He can leave this clan. This does feel like a very Russian clan, and this guy seems like a very Russian guy. So maybe he would not benefit, maybe he would not benefit from this. Can somebody write this in the chat? And I think I can... Actions? I can't pin a comment? How do I pin a comment? I can't pin a comment? That's awkward. It's 210, 15, 618. Legendary damage dealer is the worst in my opinion. I don't want to say Corsair, but Corsair is the only one without talents right now. And even with that being said, I still want to say Boreas. Boreas with a close second being Blade Dancer, honestly. And it pains me to say that. It pains me to say Blade Dancer because I have been a main Blade Dancer player for so long. There, wait, what are you doing? What are you doing, bud? That's a support deck. We just talked about you playing Demon Hunter. What's happening? I'm going to cancel this because we just had this entire discussion about you playing Demon Hunter. Yep. We can do this. I believe in you. I believe in your Demon Hunter deck. Oh my god. What's happening? Oh, that's what I was reading. I was reading trophy count, not crit percentage. I was like, where did I get 6,000 from? Or 5,000. That's what it was. Yeah, you were supposed to play Demon Hunter. That's why we had that entire conversation of how to build a Demon Hunter deck. Because you were questioning what to run, and we had this entire discussion about a Demon Hunter deck. And you just sent me a request with support. What's happening? We just had an entire conversation about like a Demon Hunter deck, right? Like I was looking at your deck and I said like just take out Priestess and then put in Clown. I don't know what's happening. I don't know how there was miscommunication in that. That's so weird. I don't know what's happening. Do I spend a lot of money on this game? Not all at once, but if you added all of the money together, it's probably a lot. But see, like, and people have asked me like that. People have asked me like, how much do I spend on this game, or how much, and they want me to give them some weird grand total. Like I've spent $30,000 on this game. Oh, sorry, yeah. And I don't have like a total. I don't add all of this up. And to that end, when like people that ask me like, oh, how much have you spent on this game? And they want me to give them some grand total. I would suggest, or I would say to them, how much money did you put into your car? How can you not see it? 210, 15, 618. I wish I could pin a comment. And I can't I don't know how to pin a comment. Is that, no? I don't know. There it is. Okay. Um, to the people that would ask, like, oh my god, my phone is gonna die. That's not great. I guess I'm gonna have to just play with my regular audio, which is sad. Which is sad. Can you still hear me? I just unplugged my mic. I trust that the sound quality is much worse. But I do need to charge my phone. So if somebody can write in the chat, like, whether or not you can hear me. Oh, here we go. Yeah, let's do that. I trust that you can hear me, but I don't know. Oh, okay, perfect. Perfect. Thank you. Cruel joke? Why wouldn't you run Gift of the Raven? Cruel joke is going to do nothing for this game. How sad. It's just going to be a dead card. You just have a dead card now. To the people that would ask me, like, how much I've spent on this game, I would ask you, like, how much gas have you put into your car? And I feel like if you put in, $20 of gas in your car and you did it, once a week, right? Some people do more than that. Some people do less than that. But if you put in like $20 of gas, like once a week, right? Over the course of a month, that's $80. And then, times 12. I'm not great with math. What's 8 times 12? I feel like I should know this. I definitely don't. It's that per year. And then, like, how long have you had your car, right? And if you took that number, that sounds like a giant number. But at the same time, $20 a week doesn't feel like a lot, right? Because you're just doing it once a week. You have a week of work. You're making hundreds of dollars every day, right? Or 50s of dollars a day. $20 a week for something that you need in your life, a car, it's worth it to you. Because you have 960, thank you. $960, right? A year. It would be $960 a year. And if you did that every every year for, like, X amount of years that you've had your car, it would sound like a big number. But you accept that as an expense that is not expensive. It's not like you're going, to the bar every day, spending $50 at a bar, right? I spend, like, if you added, am I going to already have to help this guy? What's he doing? Why isn't he summoning in cards? What's happening? What is he doing? I might have to concentrate on this because we almost died. I'm just waiting for him to get, like, demon hunters on the field. That's pretty much it. I also don't know why he's running Trickster. He also has no way of getting rid of negative effects. He's also running Fairy of Growth instead of Fairy of Rage. And Summoner does not have talents, so he might get stuck with summoners, some high-level summoners. Cruel joke, which all my things have higher damage. But yeah, that's how I feel about, like, my spending on Rush Royale. Whenever I spend money on it, I don't feel like it's a lot. Like, a $10 pass, like season pass, is not a lot per month to me. Every so often I buy, because I'm trying to upgrade Necromancer, I have been buying the that pass, the one where you get Necromancer. I've been buying that pass every time it comes around, but that's once every 3 weeks. So that also doesn't feel like a lot to me. And other than those two things, that's basically all I spend money on. I hope he doesn't get bedlammed. Although he might get bedlammed. How sad. We're going to have to try this again. Because that was not great. I guess I should have assumed that... Oh, that's pretty good. Are we going to win this one? Are we going to... No. He's just going to get hit again. That was not great. That was not great. None of that was great. But yeah, like that's how I feel about my Rush Royale spending. If you added it all together, it would sound like if I told you to add up all of the amount of gas that you've put in your car since you've had your car. It would be a lot of money. But over the course of that amount of time, and because it's an expense that you are okay with, it never feels like a lot of money. If that makes sense. Monk. Monk is pretty funny. I have so much in this chat that I can go back to. I'm just going to wait until this person is fine. And he gives me the thumbs up or something. The problem with Monk is if they don't actually turn into monks, you get really screwed. And he has Mermaid, but he doesn't. So he can't Harley Quinn monks because if you Harley Quinn a monk, it's not going to get cleansed. You have nothing to cleanse it. Because you don't have counter spells and your monk isn't level 2. So probably don't. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. We're doing well. We're doing well here. He's got this. I don't know how, but I lose to someone with lower crits too many times. I would ask, what deck are you running? I don't know how to answer that question. That's a very broad question. Did I not change the talent? Oh, I didn't change I didn't change my equipment. Probably should have done that. The biggest problem is that you have a lot of upgraded legendaries, especially the robot where he's event card. Also, you don't find many free-to-play opportunities for legendaries. So, like, it would take a while to upgrade even one, and you have a whole bunch of them upgraded. This was probably in response to, do I spend a lot of money on this game? Right. Free-to-play opportunities for legendaries is literally just playing the game for a long, extended period of time. It does take a long time to upgrade one legendary, but in all honesty, if you focus down one legendary to upgrade, and you just bought the pass, which is $10 a month, or $11 a month, or whatever it is, you can do it. You can upgrade one legendary to 15. And once you upgrade one legendary to 15, it starts to make the process much faster. Because now every time you get that card, it's automatically a crystal, as opposed to you having to make a choice between whether or not you want to sacrifice it for a crystal. I've been playing this game for a while now, at least 3 years. I play it every day, all the time. And even though I spend money on this game, I don't spend like whales amounts of money. Like I don't have a max genie and a max riding hood. You could theoretically, or not theoretically, you could max out a genie and a riding hood because of the event units, their event units, and all you had to do, all you had to do was pay for spins on the wheel, and as long as you paid for 100 spins, you would get a guaranteed legendary. You would get a guaranteed. You can summon in another card. Was he not running clown? How do you get rid of the mime? Oh, he must have merged it. I'm gonna focus on this game really quick. You could summon in another card. Because there's no reason to not have that. There we go. We got a game, folks. We have a game. Somebody count this amount of shamans. This is going to be a ridiculous amount of shamans. Yeah. Come on. Here we go. Four. 1, 2, 1, 2. One. I'm gonna let this sit for a bit. Actually, I'm gonna summon in here. I'm gonna summon in and answer questions. This is like, what is this, round 19? I feel like I don't even really need to do anything for the rest of this game. One. I could keep going. Okay. But yeah, like if you focus down one legendary that you want to upgrade, preferably something like top tier, like a demon. I think a demon hunter is a safe investment. But I also said that about Inquisitor, and actually, you know, people are still using Inquisitor because it like if they buff the damage on Inquisitor, Light Inquisitor gets better, and if they don't buff the damage, Dark Inquisitor Clock is still pretty good. So I think Inquisitor is still a pretty good investment, and it has been, even though it's gone through several nerfs. I think Demon Hunter is really good as well. And if you just bought the season pass every month and completed it and got the Page of Secrets, that's a reasonable amount of spending in this game. Like it's like $120 a month, a year. And I feel like the $10 that you're spending a month, like think about all the other things that you spend, you know, $10 on. What is that, like one meal for your day? Like when you go to Jack in the Box or something, or Wendy's, or like some fast food McDonald's place, you're spending like $13 for food that day. I'm sorry, food for part of that day, because maybe that's a lunch, and then maybe you also need to eat dinner, right? So then you need to spend another amount of money, right? And this is a $12 investment per year. I swear I don't fail. I'm not, I'm just saying, like, I don't think that $12, if you play this game all the time, and if you plan on playing this game, I don't think that a $12 investment is all that much. If you only spent one thing in this game, I would just say, just get the season pass for the Page of Secrets, specifically for the Page of Secrets. Everything else is a bonus. The legendaries are a bonus. The magic dust is a bonus. Everything else is a bonus. You're doing it for the Page of Secrets, because if you buy the 12 months of Pages of Secrets, you're getting a free upgrade from any level to any other level, and you're getting 2 of those a month. You're getting 6 upgrades per year. The 6 upgrades per year will take you so far in this game. Being able to upgrade anything from, like not having to spend 3 copies, 9 crystals. I mean, like the gold is negligible. But like the 3 copies and the 9 crystals, they're saving you 12 legendaries for $20. That's essentially what you're buying. You're buying 12 legendaries for $20. And getting extra stuff with it. And being able to upgrade something specifically. But if you got those 6 upgrades, all of the legendaries start at level 7. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All you need to do is upgrade 1 legendary 2 times over a year, and then use all of your books of secrets onto that 1 legendary. You'll have a max legendary. It's actually not that difficult to get a max legendary. If anything, I should have more max legendaries for the amount of time that I've put into this game and for the amount of money that I've put into this game. But I did things very stupidly, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to start a YouTube channel to begin with. I want to like give all of my perils and pitfalls of everything that I wish I would have done differently to people so that they don't make those same mistakes. But yeah, if you're smart about this game and if you follow like my tier lists and you trust that I understand this game and the units and you trust me when I say Blade Dancer is one of the worst units, even as a person who plays Blade Dancer, don't invest into Blade Dancer. If you trust my information and you understand that I understand the long game of this game, I understand that even though you might not have a level 15 Riding Hood right now, Riding Hood is the best unit. And despite you not having it, it's a good investment because it's one of the best units. But like, there are specific things you can do in this game to efficiently use money. And one of those things is the season pass. And one of those things very soon is going to be the the random tournament. Saving 500 crystals is essential because the amount of stuff that you get from the random tournament for 500 crystals, if they keep the same rewards, is madness. Absolute madness. And crystals are free. You just earn crystals through just playing the game. And you have to save them, but you can earn them. You can earn them for free. It is a free currency. They're not making you buy anything in the, to get all of the stuff for random tournament. So if you save 500 gems, you will get so much from that chest. But yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of like tips and tricks around this game, but a lot of it is time, and it's just your time investment into playing this game. And I don't mean per day. I mean, think about like, are you going to be playing this game 3 years from now? Like, that's what you have to think about. It's not about how many legendaries can I get right now because I need to upgrade my Boreas from 8 to level 9. It's what is my overall plan 3 years from now? Should I upgrade this Boreas to level 9 and sacrifice my Witch so that I can upgrade my Boreas to level 9? Or should I not do that and save Witch because Witch is one of the best support cards? Even though my Witch is a level 7, right? Should I upgrade this to level 8? The answer is yes. But like, my Boreas is my DPS unit. Like, I need to upgrade that because it'll be better right now. Yeah, but it's not a long-term investment. It's a bad long-term investment. And eventually you will just wish that you had more witches. And so there's a lot of things in this game. Can I report this person? Oh, I can. Cool. Boom. I can't remember what season I've been playing. I do have Discord specifically because of my I have Discord because of my clan and because I use the Rush Royale Discord, but it's really just for information. I don't use Discord to talk to people. I don't have time. Honestly, I just don't. I don't have the brain space or the time to talk to people. And I feel like that's what it would become if I let people know my Discord. I have my Discord in a bunch of different videos, but even if you add me, I'm probably not going to add you. I like doing these live streams, and that's how I like talking to people, and I like responding to comments. And that's my social interaction with this game. But giving people my Discord kind of feels like giving people my phone number and then just having them text me all the time. Like, hey, how are you doing today? and I just don't have the time to back and forth with people. People have also asked me for my Instagram, and I have an Instagram, but for the same reason, like this is very specifically a Rush Royale thing for me. It's not a like get to know me personally, like, and talk to me every day kind of thing. I like talking about this game. I like helping people with this game. Why did I do that? Oh, I thought I almost ate this guy. I mean, I don't need to play this game anymore. I guess I'm just, I'm doing it just because. What time is it? I was supposed to stop this at 9 o'clock. It is, I still have an hour? I still have an hour. Wow. Who knew? I used to play Rush Royale. I feel like the follow-up to that is I still do, but I used to too. It's my favorite thing. Like when comedians do that, like, I used to drink, I still drink, but I used to too. Demon Slayer said, you spend money. That is true. That is a fact. How day is your day? It's pretty day. It's pretty day. Wow, you have money. The same guy. You spend money, followed up with, wow, you have money. I do actually have money. Well, how is he dying? This dude has like 101 stacks and almost like a full 7 board. What is he doing? What's he doing over there? What are you doing over there, man? Stop dying. This is definitely Russian and I have no idea what it means, but I trust that the other people that were also talking Russian are talking to each other now. Any advantage of using Mime instead of Summoner? No. Summoner with a level 9 talent is infinitely better than Mime. Oh, unless you're talking about this deck. Are you talking about this deck? I don't know what you're talking about. Somebody said Tommy no. I don't know what that means. Somebody just said Clash of Clans. This is definitely not Clash of Clans. This is Rush Royale. How that much in round 21 that fast? I don't know. What's the level of Monk? I want to say it's a 9. It's not very high. And I don't think he has high crit. It's not great. It's not the best. I have not heard of whoever's podcast that is. That's a very long name that I have never heard of. I swear, if he gets Kitsune... Okay, he got it. He got it. He knows what's up. That is also Russian. That is also Russian. Russian war criminals in the chat. I have no idea what's happening in there. Microtransactions ruined the game. Maybe. I mean, if you're talking about like, as opposed to like Super Nintendo games where it was just a full game, microtransactions also extended the life of a game. You can look at it that way as well. Because that's also what it did. Like, if you play Super Mario Brothers for the Game Boy, right? And you beat the game, there's nothing else to do. You could play it again, but that's the whole game. With microtransactions, there is a longevity to a game. I've been playing this game for, like, as I said, at least 3 years now. I don't think I would play Super Mario Brothers on the Game Boy for 3 years every day for 3 years. There would be no reason to. And it's not like anybody says that you have to pay to, play the game. You can play it for free. you get advantages if you are smart with your money, but to say that like all microtransactions ruined the experience of games, I think is inherently wrong. What game are you playing? I want to play that too. If you're talking about this game, it's Rush Royale. It's a mobile game. It's called Rush Royale. What's your opinion on cheese? What kind of cheese? I trust that if I keep scrolling through this, I will eventually get to the bottom of this list. Right now, I'm just trying to. If somebody else wanted to co-op, you can definitely send me a co-op right now. I'll play a serious deck, and we can play round 13. Your goals need to be long-term. I only have 4 max legendaries, and I'm at 4,100 crit, but I play 3 of the 4 in my main deck, and I'm playing more or less the same deck in Season 2. That's pretty much all you have to do. Once you max out a deck, you don't really want to play any other deck. Yeah, like, those are the best cards to max out. Inquisitor, a Knight Statue, like a Scrapper, it's going to get talent soon. And you're going to be able to 15 it. You have like a level 20 J. Like, there's no reason to play anything else. And if you decide to get if you decide to upgrade Clock, you can play Dark Inquisitor Clock. And I think Dark Inquisitor Clock is better than Knight of Light. I think you're going to get out damaged by a lot of things. And I think that you should switch with your now free time of not knowing what to do with Book of Secrets. I think you should get Clock and switch your deck to a Clock deck, Dark Inquisitor Clock. Off topic, do I still play Magic the Gathering? I do not. That was a thing that I used to play in, I don't know, 2007, 2008. Something around in that kind of area. In the case that you don't know my friend ID, you can feel free to, if you want to do a co-op, just send it to me. Whatever your highest level is. I'll play something serious now. Just play a DPS deck, or just don't play any. You don't have to do anything. Playing a DPS deck would make this faster. But if you do want to send me a co-op, this is my ID. But I don't play Magic anymore. I used to, and that was the worst money sink. You want to talk about a money sink? Rush Royale is a great money sink. I was spending so much on Magic the Gathering. And the worst part of Magic the Gathering is that a good card would cost like $25 minimum. Like a reasonable good card that everybody wants would cost $25. And the problem wasn't that it cost $25. The problem was that you needed 4 of them. You needed 4 of that card to have the consistency in your deck. So you'd be spending $100. And you'd be spending $100 on 4 cards of your 60 card deck. It was madness. And then in like 4 months, that card you couldn't even use in tournaments anymore, and there would be a new $20 card that you needed 4 of. That was the worst money sink in the world. If you have too much money and you don't know what to do with it, go play Magic the Gathering. It is the worst money sink in the world. Cards go for so much. And the fact that they rotate out of standard, and like you could then play it in extended, and other formats, but the format that most people wanted to play, that you went to tournaments for, was standard. And standard was like the team deathmatch of that thing. Yes, there was the free for all and the capture the flag of the Call of Duty universe. And that's like extended and vintage and commander and, all these other formats. But most people played standard. And that's what most of the tournaments that I ever went to were. And the amount of money that you had to keep pouring into that game to stay current and to stay the best, the quote unquote best, it was so much money in very short periods of time. I spent a lot on Rush Royale, but this is over the course of years. You could easily spend thousands of dollars on Magic the Gathering in months, building a deck, and then realizing that those cards aren't even good, and you don't like it, and you don't like the deck, and having to switch decks. You could spend $100 on 4 cards, and then be like, you know what? I don't like this anymore. It's not great. I'm gonna buy something else. It was awful. Is this stream real? No. Next question. YouTube is broken. You live in Texas area if it's 8 p.m. now at your place, or is it New York? It is neither of those two. But it is 8:25. I have 30 minutes. You should help someone else beat a higher floor. I have allowed people to look at my ID and send me something, and nobody has sent me anything. A lot of people said hello. Haven't uploaded on this game since the Showtime days. It still exists. Yes. I don't know what the Showtime's day. What's the Showtime day? Working on clock now, but it's still long. It's 10 soon. Yeah, like clock is really good, but it's only really good at high levels because it only does the one thing, and it just gets better the higher it is. But I do think that clock, Dark Inquisitor is much more versatile than than Light Inquisitor damage. Light Inquisitor damage used to not get beat out by a lot of things. It gets beat out by a lot of things now. You'll have a much easier time playing Dark Inquisitor Clock once you start like climbing the ranks. My 6-year-old cousin is better than you. Probably. All right. B-Boy says, shout out, please. B-Boy 23. Oh, somebody, you have a football thing as your profile picture, which made me remember that somebody asked me, Chiefs or 49ers? Obviously, right? Obviously Kansas City Chiefs, because I don't think I would even know, I wouldn't know either team if it were not for Taylor Swift. If I had to name as many football sports teams as I could, I guess Chiefs and 49ers, Dallas Cowboys, Baltimore Ravens. I feel like I only know that because they just got beat by the 49ers, right? Like the 49ers just beat the Baltimore Ravens. So it's very currently in my head. Miami Dolphins. I only know the Miami Dolphins because I'm a movie guy, and they were in the Ace Ventura Pet Detective. So I know the Miami Dolphins. Is that it? That might be it. Seattle Seahawks? Is that a thing? Is that a team? I vaguely think that might be a team. I don't know. Yeah, my football knowledge is not great. And my only reason for even picking the Chiefs is because of Taylor Swift. I am not a football guy. I am a Taylor Swift guy. And I am on that side of the football fence right now. Can you say hi to my friend Isaac D. Snuts? I feel like that's I suck D's nuts. But I feel like you can say Isaac without doing that, like without making it sound I suck. Isaac, right? I like Isaac D's nuts. It's funny because of the D's nuts part, right? But I feel like that's like it's not as good as some of them. Some of them are really good. I don't think that's a good one. Try harder next time. That's why Pokemon is better. Whenever a card is broken and price increase. I don't even attempt to understand Pokemon. The only time that I ever played Pokemon was the original set. And anything beyond the first 2 expansions, I can't even believe they still make Pokemon cards. I'm going to play this game really quick. I'm just going to like set up and then I'll be able to reintroduce myself to chat. Actually, I'm almost done. This is crazy. This is a crazy setup. Look at this. Look at this speed setup. Going for world record setup right now. This is all you need to do for floor 13. You just need to set up and you're done. It doesn't even need to be like strong setup. It's just like regular setup and you're done. Like I'm not even like interested in like getting all of these Dryad stacks or anything. I'm not trying to be efficient with my Knight statue stacks. I'm just trying to get a Knight statue. And I'm almost there. I'm not there. Knight statue. Ah, that would have been so easy. I'm gonna go here. My problem with playing Inquisitor is that you have to Inquisitor in. I guess you don't need to. I was gonna say you have to keep cleansing, but the only thing that you really need to cleanse on floor 13 is the Dark Priest, which is on this floor. So as long as you can pretty much set up Inquisitor, you probably don't need to do a lot. Is it still on? It is still on. I'm trying to not upgrade this too much so that I can, there we go, so that I can do this. And do this. I'm going to let this sit for a second and try to catch up on this chat here. Getting some coffee, and if you haven't found anyone by then, we could play around if you want to. And this would be you. Apparently, your coffee break has lined up with nobody wanting to play co-op. I feel like everybody always wants to play co-op because you should be playing 5 co-ops a day. And every time I do a stream, and I always say like, oh, hey, whoever wants to play co-op, join this game. Nobody ever wants to play co-op. Like that one guy that I was trying to build a Demon Hunter deck for, and he just kind of disappeared. He's gone. Is this game from 2001? I think there's a time frame on when it dropped in the Apple Store, in the Apple Store, the Google Play Store. I mean, I guess it's in the Apple Store as well. If you look up Rush Royale in the store, whatever store your phone is, there's a time frame for when it dropped in the store. And I suppose it's existed for that long, but I don't know what that time frame is. 1, 2, 3. You can do an amazing amount of things with a 1, a 2, and a 3. That was my first contribution ever to YouTube. It was a video showcasing how you should play co-op, because I felt like a lot of people did not know how to play co-op, like, efficiently. That with a 1-2-3 scrapper, you could do so much. I have been playing this game when they introduced Scrapper as a new card. That's how long. Because I remember when this came out, and it was like the most broken thing. I mean, nothing's changed. It's still pretty broken. Showtime was top 3 CCCs in the game, excluding Molt around the game's take. I have no idea what this is. Oh! PCATS, Molt, Showtime, G-Man, Games by the Beach. Oh, that's what you meant from... Okay, now I have to, like, backtrace this. Haven't uploaded on this game since the Showtime days. It still exists. It does still exist, and it is actively strong. There are other games that I have played that still exist, and they are dead. One of those games is Disney Sorcerer's Arena. And in Disney Sorcerer's Arena, there was one content creator who played all the time, and it was Cozy Gamer. He was great. And Cozy Gamer was so invested in the game that the developers joined his live streams to drop news on the game. That's how invested he was into Disney Sorcerer's Arena. He, like, towards the end, he started complaining about why they aren't making changes to the game. And he suggested in his streams what they should do. That they should start, you know, like, actively doing this to change the game, to reinvigorate people's interest in the game. And eventually, he was just like, I'm done. They're not making any of these changes. It's just the same game. And I've literally not played that game since he stopped playing, because that's very telling. When your main content creator doesn't want to play your game anymore, that's a very telling thing. And that game is still going on, and I check back on it every so often, and it literally still looks like the same game. Like, nothing has changed. Nothing exciting or interesting has come to that game. This is different. I think they've done a lot of cool, interesting, different things that are keeping people invested in playing this game. And I've played so many different mobile games that I appreciate a lot of things that people don't know to appreciate about this game. So yes, this game still exists. And it's very good. And it's still very good. Rush Royale is fire. What a cool naming thing. Demore Kang. You have like a cool, like, Tyrannosaurus Rex and, like, a different font for your name? How do you even do that? How good is Growing Supremacy on Enchant Sword? If that is the name of the last talent, it's not something that you'd ever use. Because growing, if what I'm thinking about is what that is, Growing Supremacy, if that's the last talent, I don't notice a difference, because to fully capture the concept of Growing Supremacy, look up Afren Gaming's vampire video. He made a 1-unit co-op vampire video where he was trying to utilize his opponent's clock, or his co-op partner's clock, and he was using Growing Supremacy so that he could build. It was just like one vampire on a J tile and then a bunch of blue swords. Because obviously in co-op, you only get blue swords. And the idea is that every merge rank of a blue sword, your units gain increased attack speed. But when will you ever have, like, a bunch of level 7 swords on your field? I don't think that would ever really happen. And so I don't think you won't notice a difference. And so, like, my advice for Enchant Sword, because Enchant Sword is another thing that I've maxed, And I maxed it when it was good. Back when Awakening was just splashed your field over the course of time, before they made the major change to Enchant Sword, the functional change to Enchant Sword to make it completely different. And I maxed it, and if I had any regret other than maxing Blade Dancer as my DPS main, it would be maxing Enchant Sword. I think if you get Enchant Sword to 13, focus on anything else, because you will not notice a difference between 13 to 15. Those are my thoughts on the level 15 talent. I sent you a friend request. I want to know what I should play. I will look at it as soon as I get out of this, if you're still in this chat. WSP, you're the best. Oh, that's probably what's up. What's up? You're the best. Thank you. Penguin VR. I was like, is WS... I'm an acronym guy. I love acronyms, and so I like trying to figure out acronyms. And so I was like, what's WSP? I don't know that acronym. Look at how much... I have 80,000 mana right now. Look how much a 1, 2, 3 will do for me right now. Oh, I'm sorry, a 1, 2, 4. That's awkward. When did this upgrade? How useless. Now I have to like 1, 2, 3, 4. Two, 2, 3, 3. There we go. 2. Two, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 2. Oh, I want to use it. Oh, I can use it. There we go. I want to use that too. Three, 4. 68. I don't want to do anything. I'm done. I feel like a lot of people don't know when to stop. People would like merge out these two and then get stuck. There's no reason to. Just stop playing. You're fine. Stop playing. Oh my god. Oh my god, there's a lot going on. What's up? Lucy number 2 account. What game you playing? Rush Royale. Packers. Packers are also another football team. I did not say Packers. I feel like I wouldn't even know that. I do know that the Packers are another football team, but I probably wouldn't. I obviously would not have gotten that. If anything, if you were to say Packers and it was out of context, out of this football context, I would have thought Todd Packer from The Office. Bears. Chicago Bears. I do know that one. I had a coworker that used to always say "Da Bears." He always used, I guess that's a thing. That's how out of the loop I am. He always used to go, "Da Bears." And he always said it in that voice. And I trust that that's a thing. Same Stray Kids fan. That is also a cool emoji. And a cool, like the other guy had dinosaurs. And this person has, like, blue hearts and like a different like naming convention. This is crazy. I love Taylor, but my BFF doesn't. They are wrong. They are on the wrong side of history. What's funny is that it's becoming the cool thing to dislike Taylor Swift. Because so many people, she's at the point now where so many people like her that it's the cool thing to be like, oh, I don't like that. I don't like Taylor Swift. I didn't think Endgame was that big of a deal. Who cares about Captain America catching Mjolnir? That's how it sounds to me when people actively dislike Taylor Swift. Just to say they dislike Taylor Swift. Just because like there are so many people that like Taylor Swift that they feel like they need to be the cool person and be like, oh, I don't like her. Her music is dumb. Like, you know, like I didn't think Infinity War was a cool movie. That's so overrated. Like it feels like that same kind of person that would also say that. Or like they'd pick something that nobody likes. They'd pick some movie that nobody likes and they'd be like, I like that movie. You don't know what you're talking about. That was a great movie. Morbius is my favorite of the Marvel movies. Like, you know, they would just say that to be contrarian. And I feel like a lot of people like doing that just to get a rise out of you. Out of you, the person that feels the need to like say you should like this or you shouldn't like this. And to people that say like they dislike Taylor Swift or something, I kind of just take the approach of like, okay, that's fine. You do that. You know? Like I don't want to I can't go into an argument with somebody who doesn't want to accept new knowledge. And I deal with that in here, right? I deal with that obviously in a game like Rush Royale. Like if I think that a unit is good because I have facts that, you know, like that unit is very good. A lot of like, you know, there is a litmus test. You can go to Rush Royale TV. You can go to there is a worldwide thing. You can go to League 12, right? These are the top people who have all of the max things. They have access to everything. There is a reason why this deck exists. Why are they playing Zeus? Because it's the best. Why are they playing Riding Hood? Because it's the best. Why are they playing Chemist instead of Trapper? Because it's better. Why are they playing Dryad? Why are they playing Fairy of Rage instead of Fairy of Growth? Because you get 50% damage. Oh, but like if you run Fairy of Growth, you'll get higher rankings faster. They don't care. The 50% damage is better, right? Like, why are they playing Night Statue and they're playing Sharpened Spear and Barrier instead of Covenant of Veterans and Roll Call? I don't know. Maybe because it's better in that deck. Because you're eating so many things. Like, and because you have so much free space. Sharpened Spear is so much better in a Riding Hood deck than it is in a Spirit Master deck. It doesn't work in Spirit Master. It's much harder to build stacks in a Spirit Master deck. Like, you have to understand that there is a reason why Spear, Mage Robe, Growth Tile, it's in every freaking deck. I mean, probably not this deck, because because this is it doesn't benefit from a Spear, right? It would benefit from getting more mana so that it can keep summoning in. But like, there is a specific reason why these top players are playing these things. It's because they are the best versions of this deck. It's not because they don't have a max Trapper. That's why they're playing Chemist, you know, like, but some people try to argue with me about these things. Like it's some like, you know, subjective opinion, like Trapper. Oh, I think Trapper is better. It's like, if Trapper was better at max level, people would run Trapper. Like these max decks would run Trapper. But obviously, they feel like Chemist is just better. And so like there are some people in any medium, like whether you're talking about Taylor Swift or movies or Rush Royale, that will just have these like opinions. And if you can't, if in a couple of like paragraphs of sentences, you feel like you can't convince them to change their mind, then it's not your job to change their mind. Just allow them to think whatever they think. And because it's not worth the effort. Because they will almost always just say no to you because it's exciting you more than it is for them. Like they know that they're not going to change their opinion, but they just want to get a rise out of you. And so, person who said, I love Taylor, but my BFF doesn't, it's not your job to make them like Taylor Swift. If they don't want to, don't waste your energy trying to make them, because they're just not going to. And your efforts are better used liking Taylor Swift. Alicia Buenrostro. I'm going to tickle my pickle. All right. Part of me wonders if you actually have a pickle that you tickle, or if it's a euphemism. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe we'll find out if I keep scrolling. You are the GOAT. Thank you. I don't know. I don't have like max everything. I have a large quantity of things, but I am now just starting to make better investments. I have a Max Spirit Master. I have, like in terms of like the gameplay, right? In terms of the game, I am not a friend gaming. I don't have max crit because I have max everything. I don't have Zeus and Necromancer and whatnot. I have a Necromancer. I have a level 2 Necromancer now. But it only starts getting good at like level 5 and beyond. Because then you start getting the other talents. But like, I just like giving people advice about this game. And I understand that I can't convince everybody in my previous monologue. I can't convince everybody about this game or about my thoughts about this game, but just understand that I play this game a whole lot. I think about this game even more than I play this game. I think about this game. I think about strategies. I think about different things that most people don't care to think about. When most people will just ask the question, is Corsair trash? I think about that more than a 0-100. I just did a video. I uploaded it. And it's about how most people in this game, whenever they play it and whenever they make a buff or debuff to a card, they live in a 0-100 world where it's either the best thing ever. Is it now the best thing ever? Like when they buffed Blade Dancer. Does this mean Blade Dancer is going to be meta? And then when they nerfed Inquisitor, is Inquisitor trash now? Is Inquisitor unusable now? And I feel like that is a weird way to look at this game, as either it's the best thing ever and it's going to beat Riding Hood and Genie and it's going to take over the meta, or it's now, like the worst thing ever. Don't ever play this. I wasted so much money, right? Corsair's nerf was big, but never mind. I went into that whole thing in my video. You can watch that video. This is to say, I think about the question more than I like to react to this game blindly. Whenever news gets dropped about something, right? I don't like to react blindly. I like to take a couple of minutes and think about things. And I feel like a lot of people don't think about things. They just like reacting. Like whenever they announce talents, Harley Quinn and Scrapper talents. Do you want to know, if you sign up to the Rush Royale Discord, do you want to know the immediate comment when they released Harlequin and Scrapper talents, when it drops and Harlequin and Scrapper talents and they make a post, we're going to release Harlequin and Scrapper talents, right? Do you want to know what's going to be in that comment section? When's Corsair going to get talents? When's Hex going to get talents? How come you guys just care about legendaries and you're only giving legendaries talents? How come you're not giving talents to Earth Elemental? That's what's going to be in the comments. Because people just like immediate reactions of being angry about this game. And they don't understand what they're saying. They just want something more. You just nerfed my favorite card. I just took that card to level 15 and now you nerfed it. Now it's trash, right? People just like getting angry about this game and they don't think about it. And I felt like a lot of people do that. And I wanted to address questions. I wanted to like try to change those people's minds about reacting that way by like being like, I get why you're angry about this, but why don't you like think about this? Why don't you try to understand where they're coming from as a company? And like, in terms of, like, because I made a video about, like the Corsair change and what I think it's doing to the game and how I think that it's a wrong way to go. Because changing Corsair's percentage damage makes it just a regular damage unit. And now, yes, it's much worse than Riding Hood and Genie. And before, you could use a Corsair to take down a Riding Hood and a Genie because you could deal more damage, right? And they decided to nerf a quote unquote free unit to promote an event unit. And I was going to do another video and I still might. I'll probably do it tomorrow, but I also have a defense about event units as well, because I feel like a lot of people would be like, like all of these event units, it's now just a pay to win game, right? And spoiler for my video that I'm going to post, it's going to be titled like in my defense for event units and why I feel like event units are necessary in this game, that they are needed to be the reason why they are needed to be the best. And my spoiler for that video and my argument is that what if Crystalmancer was the best unit in this game? What if I came out with a tier list and I said, Crystalmancer is far and away the best unit in this game, and then it's Riding Hood, and then it's Inquisitor, and then it's, like everything else. But Crystalmancer, every single attack, it does 1 billion damage, right? And then it grows from there. It starts at 1 billion damage, and then it grows from there. That's the base damage of Crystalmancer. If you have the best unit in this game, there is no reason for you to play this game. Because every match that you ever play, you're probably going to win. Not everybody has a level 15 Riding Hood or a level 15 Genie. And what that does is it makes you continue to want to play this game, to get more legendaries, to get more things, to increase your crit level, to find new strategies. It makes you want to play more. If you could easily obtain Crystalmancer and it was the best, what would be your incentive to continue playing this game? To get strictly worse cards? So you can max out your Wind Archer so that your Crystalmancer becomes even better than the best best card that it is, right? Crystalmancer is an easy to get card, and that is simply why it's not the best. Event cards and event units are the best because they are the most difficult to get. The fact that people have them is not the problem of this game. It is the thing that makes you want to play this game. It's because that exists and you don't have it. And so you play this game to try to attain that level. And obviously, when you finally obtain a level 15 Riding Hood, there will be something else. Trust me when I say there will be another event unit that is better than Riding Hood. And that cycle is going to continue. But that cycle, as much as you hate Riding Hood and Genie being the best units, secretly, you also kind of love it because it makes you want to play this game. Because if you had the best unit, there would be no reason for you to play. That's how I think about this game. I think about things like that. And so as like, and this is all like stemming from like somebody writing in like, you are the GOAT. I don't have like, I watch the John Campea show a lot. And one of the things that he has always stated is that if you are going to start a YouTube channel, and he always encourages people to start a YouTube channel and to because it makes you become a fan of the thing that you are already a fan of. It makes you become a bigger fan because then you have a community of people that you can talk to and share ideas with. And you can contribute something. But the biggest thing that you have to do is find what you can contribute that nobody else is. And I feel like a lot of people don't talk about the theory crafting about this game. They just play the game. They just say, I just max Spirit Master, and this is my Spirit Master deck. Watch me play Spirit Master, right? I'm not invested in that kind of like gameplay or that kind of content. I like theory crafting this game, and I like taking negative things that people say about this game and spinning them and being like, you know, a lot of people on Discord are saying this about this. I think that we can be positive about this. A lot of people think that this is the best thing. I think that we should think about this. Like maybe this isn't the best thing, or maybe this isn't that great. I don't know. Like there's a lot. That is when you say you are the GOAT. I don't believe that I am the GOAT because of my account. I trust that I am the GOAT for my ideas. I like being able to have conversations, being able to do, like a part of my stream like this, where I'm not doing gameplay, I'm not doing anything, I'm just talking. I like talking about this game far more than I like playing this game. Not that I don't like playing this game, but I do like just talking about this game. And sharing my ideas and like theories that I have and, conceptual ideas and, like, oh, this just happened in this game. And, this is why I think it's good for this game, or this just happened. This is why I think it's bad for this game, or I like this event, or, not just me playing the event, me saying like, I like this event because of this. But yeah, that's my long-winded answer for saying thank you. It is addicting. It is addicting, and it's addicting for a lot of different reasons. Veronica Mendez says, hi. Casey Michael says, hi, do you remember me from last live? I don't. Because if anything, my last live feels like a very long time ago, and I don't remember names, ever. There's too many names happening. Cozy does Snap now. Enjoy his stuff. Dope creator. Yeah, I think when I was following him, he started to do Snap. He started to do like live vlogs. He became like a live vlogger. But I could totally see him going into like Marvel Snap. I never got into that. I didn't even start that. I'm a Marvel guy too, and I like card games, and I didn't even want to start that. AJ back in the day was also cool. Got a bit annoying with him talking about crypto all the time. I don't know who AJ is. If you scream, I will sub. I trust that this person isn't even here anymore. And I can't scream because my voice is starting to go and it's 9 o'clock and I should probably go. My fish drowned in my toilet. I guess my first question would be, why is he in your toilet? Grandpa says, I think it's Whisper. I'm still in the chat. 40 Ease Gaming. Is that a reference to something? I don't know. Was the upgrade bonus made it? I don't know what that means. I remember playing the game for like 4 months straight. Then my guild died when they introduced the new gear mechanism to salvage, and I quit. It's really addictive to Arena 10. That's a really short time to play this game. If you can't even get to leagues, you know, like, people have always wanted me to make beginner content for this game. And if you can't get to leagues, you're probably not gonna stay in this game. If you're still stuck in arena and you can't get into leagues, you're probably not going to last within the game, and you're not going to play it all the time. If you don't even have the drive to get into leagues, you're probably not going to stick with this game. And I feel like beginner content, it's going to be different for everybody, because your legendary pool and the legendary that you pull is going to be different for everybody. And so there's no way to make beginner content, because if I start a new, like a new game, and, like I start from the beginning and my first legendary pull is a Dryad, and I just start using Dryad in every deck, obviously, that's going to be different if your first 3 legendaries are Frost, Boreas, right? And so there's really no way to make beginner content. Because your legendary is going to determine how you play the game in leagues, and how long you stay there. Morbin time, guys. Could you help me build my deck? I don't know what cards you're on. Why are they playing Your Mom? We are not playing Your Mom. We were playing Rush Royale. So Corsair is more trash now. Corsair was really good. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about, but Corsair was doing quadrillions of damage. Watch, Momo Royale has a video. And he has a video where Corsair did, I want to say, 2 quadrillion damage. Corsair was overly good, and they needed to do something with it. Good. All right, my guys, it was a pretty good stream. I enjoyed it a lot. I got to leave for now, but you're going to go off soon as well, I believe, so I hope to catch you next time. I will catch you next time. What's my crit? 4408. If you upgrade all of your commons, epics, and rares, you'll get to 3,000. Just on your commons, epics, and rares, and whatever legendaries you have, at whatever level, by the time you have upgraded your commons, epics, and rares, all of your commons, epics, and rares, you will be at 3,000 crit. The remaining 4,400 or 1,400, it's just upgrading your heroes, and it's very importantly upgrading your defense heroes as well. Upgrading these guys will also give you higher crit. And I've actively tried to upgrade all of these by buying store packs, the defender chest and the random defender that they cycle in. And so it's not actually that difficult, as difficult as most people think it is, to get to 4,000 crit. Because they keep introducing more and more cards, it's becoming easier and easier. What's your deck? This dude doesn't read messages. There were so many people typing that I couldn't catch up to messages. I read messages, but I'm also responding to messages, and I tend to do like long things. But I obviously, if I can read the message, as long as it's not in Russian, all of these people who are playing or talking in Russian, if it's in English, I can read it. Corsair isn't trash. It's just not as cool as before. That's exactly how I feel. Easy Money. Can I have a shout out, please? You can have a shout out at some point. Easy Money 27. Is that money as a profile picture? What game is that? It's Rush Royale. Can you give me a shout out, please? Mama Cat. Mama Cat. Oh, and then they said bye. How sad. And I trust they're not going to like rewatch this. In Turkey, the packages and battle passes are so expensive. What do you prefer for me? The battle pass. The battle pass is the cheapest thing that will give you the best bang for your buck, as Cozy Gamer used to like saying. I remember I went to League 4 before quitting. Remember getting Hex as my first. Yeah, it's rough, and that's why I never make I can never find myself making beginner content, because beginner content is entirely dependent on what legendaries you get. There are people in leagues right now that don't have Dryad. There are people in like, League 4, League 5 who are in the game and they don't have Dryad, that they've been playing for a while. And that's specifically why they did the seasonal thing, where you can trade 6 rune keys for a Harley Quinn and a Dryad, because those are the best cards in this game that you only really need the base version of for them to be functional. Like, you don't need, it's not like a DPS card where you need it at max. If you have a level 7 Dryad and a level 7 Harley Quinn, a base level, both of those, you will use them in probably every deck for a very long time. Until Harley Quinn, until you realize that Harley Quinn is bad because it doesn't have talents, but they are now going to give Harley Quinn talents, and it's probably going to be good. But now that my voice is completely dying, I am going to sign off. And I'm glad that I got to the end of this live chat link. I will catch you guys next stream. Hopefully, everybody that is writing in Russian will realize that this is not a Russian stream and that I don't know what any of those words are. Yeah, I'll talk to you guys later.